Hello my colleagues, in today's video we are going to be taking a look at 5 of the best places you can invest your salary as a Nigerian to earn a second income. I will try to break down these investment vehicles to the barest minimum so that even though you know nothing about investing, you'll be able to get a proper understanding of it and have the confidence to start putting your money to work for you. With that being said, do me a favor by smashing the like button, subscribing to the YouTube channel, and you can also join my business and investing community. All these are free of charge, and without much talk, let's jump right into today's video. Let's go. You see, aside from starting a business, one of the fastest ways to create wealth for yourself is through investing. No wonder many business owners, even after becoming millionaires, still end up investing their money. In fact, in Nigeria, all the Forbes recognized billionaires are in one way or the other exposed to the stock market, meaning that they are actively investing their money, while the poor focus on eating their money and just being consumers. Now, the good thing is that if you are watching this video, you are not poor because you are actively looking for ways to put your money, or will I say your salary, to work by investing. But before you start investing, it's important to understand the different types of investors out there and the category that you fall into. The types of investors we have out there includes 1. The conservative investors. These investors prioritize capital preservation over high returns. They have a low tolerance for risk and prefer investments with lower potential rewards but higher security. You see, conservative investors, the most important thing to them is their capital. Yes, they want to make money, but they care so much about their capital that they don't like, to take big risk. And I believe that most of you watching this video might likely fall into this category. And usually the time frame a conservative investor likes to hold or invest their money while looking for returns is sometimes short term, or you can say long term, depending on their financial goals. Next up, we have moderate investors. These investors are comfortable with some risk in exchange for the potential for higher returns. This makes them allocate their portfolio across a mix of asset classes, seeking a balance between risk and high rewards. Their investment time frame is typically medium to long term. Finally, we then have the aggressive investors. These investors are willing to take on significant risk in pursuit of higher returns. They may invest in stocks of smaller companies, real estate, or even derivatives, which can offer the potential for substantial gains but also carry a higher risk of losses. An aggressive investor typically have a long investment time frame and can afford to wait out the market fluctuations. Now that you have understood the different types of investors out there, I'm going to go ahead to share with you the different places that you can invest your salary to earn a second income, and I will as well tell you the ideal investor type these second income sources is suitable for. Starting out, we have 1. Treasury bills. Nigerian treasury bills are short-term instruments issued by the government through the Central Bank of Nigeria. They are considered one of the safest investments available since they are backed by the government creditworthiness. T-bills have varying maturity periods ranging from 91 days to 1 year and offer competitive interest rates. Early in March, the Central Bank of Nigeria sold more than 1.3 trillion naira in treasury bills, with the interest rate of these bills reaching 21%. Wonderful, right? Well, the only sad thing is that the minimum you can invest in treasury bills is 50 million naira. However, if you don't have up to that amount, you can invest with some commercial banks for as low as 100,000 naira. Banks usually pull money from their customers to meet or exceed the 50 million naira required and invest into a portfolio on their behalf. The interest is shared equally among investors based on the amount of investment that they made into this portfolio. So if you are interested in T-bills in Nigeria, I would recommend you visit your bank or stockbroker and inform them. Personally, if I was interested in T-bills, all I have to do is log into my stockbroker called AfriInvest. Personally, if I was to invest in T-bills, all I have to just do is to log into my AfriInvest stockbroker account. So as you can see, I'm actually logged in right now. I'll proceed to go to the place that says invest on the application, and here that says treasury bills. I click on it, and then you can see the several of the various T-bills that are available to invest into. So this one is 112 days. The rate is 11.05, and then the yield is 11.44%, and the maturity is 25th July 2024. I can decide to go for it. I click on it, put in the amount, the minimum investment I will invest here. The minimum investment amount is 100,000 naira, so I put in 100,000 naira, and then all I have to then do is to decide if I want to reinvest my interest. Then if I want to reinvest my interest, I just click on here that says this button here, this checkbox. Click on it, and then I click on the buy button, and I can then proceed in investing in T-bills using the AfriInvest application. By the way, for those of you interested in opening an account with the AfriInvest stockbroker, I have made a dedicated video on that. You can click on the card above to go watch that particular video. If you are a conservative or moderate investor, then treasury bills are suitable for you. The next investment opportunity we have is a fixed deposit. A fixed deposit is an account where you lock your funds inside for a specific time frame and earn specific interest rates once that time reaches and you do not touch your funds. A fixed deposit account that pays good interest in Nigeria that I would actually recommend is the one from PiggyVest. Their interest rate is at around 12%. I would also be making a dedicated video on how to use PiggyVest to make money in fixed deposit using PiggyVest. All you have to do is simply download the PiggyVest application. My link would be in the description or comment section, and then proceed to do your KYC, which would not take up to 10 minutes to be done, and then just use the quick save to start saving money with PiggyVest and earn up to 12 to 13% interest on your savings. Personally, I would recommend fixed deposits to only conservative investors, as there is no much risk involved in it and your capital is 99% secured. Another good place to invest your salary as a Nigerian is directly into early stage businesses, or you can say startups. A startup is a young company founded by one or more entrepreneurs aiming to develop a unique product or service. The bad thing about investing in startups is that it is quite risky, as 50% of businesses fail within their first 3 years, and there are high chances that your money could vanish. But again, if it goes right, your money could 100x. Your little $1,000 or $100 could be worth 6 figures in dollars. For example, if you invested in a business like Paystack, a Nigerian company, at its early stage before it was sold, you would have been among the Nigerian investors who got a share of the over $200 million it was sold for. A good way to start investing in startups from Nigeria is to leverage and sign up on a platform like Get Equity. There you would be able to find a list of early stage startups looking to solve problems in Nigeria and are willing to take your money and give you some shares in their company. For this investment, I would recommend it to only aggressive investors looking to take high risk and earn high rewards as well. Next up, we have commercial papers. You might be asking, what are commercial papers? I want you to imagine that you are a business owner and you need some quick cash to cover expenses or buy new equipment. Instead of going to the bank for a loan, you can borrow money from other businesses or even individuals for a short period of time. Now, just like you wouldn't lend money to someone you don't trust, only companies with good track records of paying their bills can issue commercial papers. But that does not also mean that before buying or investing into commercial papers that you shouldn't do your due diligence. It is also worth knowing that commercial papers can be quite expensive to buy into and might require 7 figures in naira to be able to invest. But that shouldn't be a hindrance, as I believe that you can invest in commercial papers as a group of people. To get started in investing into commercial papers, if you are an AfriInvest user like me, all you have to do is normal. you need to log into the AfriInvest application. All you have to do is to log into the AfriInvest application. As you can see right now, I'm logged into the app. Then as usual, I'll go to the place that says invest, and then here that says commercial paper, then click on it. You'll be able to see the available commercial papers on the AfriInvest application. As you can see, Dangote Sugar Refinery PLC has a commercial paper series 2 that is available, and they also have a series 3 that is available. The difference is that the maturity date of the series 2 is 9th of October 2024, while the maturity date of the series 3 is 18th of December 2024, and the yield is 25% for the long one, and the yield for the series 2 is 22%. So depending on which one you want, let me say I want the series 2, all I have to do is click on it. The minimum investment amount is 5 million naira, so I just put in the amount 5 million naira, and then I can now click on buy. So what you need to notice is that the offer is available till 9 a.m. Saturday, February 12th 2024. So it means that this is actually expired, so I cannot, even though it's showing on the application, I cannot buy into it. So with that being said, that's just how to invest in commercial papers using AfriInvest. Personally, I would say commercial papers investing is most suitable for moderate investors. The fifth place for a salary earner to invest their money is into the stock market. The stock market has printed a lot of money for a whole lot of people, especially those who are patient and understand the fundamentals of stock investing. Now, when I say fundamentals, I'm basically referring to investing in undervalued stocks that are yet to trade at their true value. Finding these types of stocks might be daunting and might require adequate research, but be rest assured that it pays off. I have an in-depth video on investing in the stock market, and I would recommend you go watch that video, as it is a free course and free gifts to all my viewers and subscribers. I'll leave a link in the comment section and description to that video. I also have another video on top penny stocks to buy. These are stocks I believe are undervalued that you could consider. You could do your own research on them and know if it's something you want to invest into. Investing in the stock market is ideal for moderate and aggressive investors looking to grow their money or even earn money through dividends. Another ideal place for a salary earner in Nigeria to put their money is in government bonds. I want you to think of government bonds like giving a loan to a company or to the government. You are basically saying, here's my money and I expect you to pay me back with interest over a certain period of time. You might be thinking, bonds and T-bills, are they not the same thing? Because I've talked about T-bills before and said it also means borrowing money to the government. But well, they are almost alike, but a major difference between the two is that bonds are debt securities with longer maturities, typically ranging from several years to even decades, while T-bills are short-term debt instruments issued by the government, typically with maturities ranging from few days to even 1 year. To get started with investing in bonds, simply email your stockbroker that you are interested in investing in government bonds, and they will respond and aid you with the whole process of buying government bonds. I have another video that will be coming or dropping soon on how to invest in FGM bonds. So if that video has dropped when you're watching this, you want to click on the card above to go watch. Or if it has not if it has not dropped, do well to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, so once that video drops, you'll be able to get notified and watch that video as well. Government bonds are ideal for conservative investors watching this video. Finally, for salary earners looking at earning a second income, investing in ETFs that pay dividends might be a good option. I want you to think of ETFs as a basket of stocks that contains the shares of several companies inside of it. An example of an ETF in Nigeria is the Vectiva Griffin 30 ETF. This particular ETF is designed to track the performance and as well invest in 30 of the top companies listed on the Nigerian Stock Exchange in terms of market capitalization and liquidity. The VG ETF is a very good one for Nigerians looking at investing in Nigeria. But if you are looking at investing in dollar-denominated ETF, then the S&P 500 is another good ETF to invest into. I have a full video on my channel that will guide you on how to invest in the S&P 500 from right here in Nigeria. So I'll leave a link in the description and comment section, or you can click on the card above to go watch that video as well. Investing in dividend paying ETFs can serve as your retirement savings, and I will recommend it both for conservative, moderate and aggressive investors. If you enjoyed this video, then you will enjoy my other video on 5 passive income ideas for Nigerians. Do well to smash the like button and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you can as well join my business and investing community. And see you on the next one. Deal.